Hello and welcome to DC Velocity's Thought Leadership Series produced in conjunction with MHI. My name is Mark Solomon. I'm Senior Editor at DC Velocity Magazine. Today we are happy to be joined by Steve Harrington. Steve is the Industry Liaison for the National Center for Supply Chain Technology Education. In that role, he is responsible for developing and overseeing a national industry leadership team consisting of industry leaders and various stakeholders. His primary function is to facilitate the development of a robust talent pipeline that can be fed to companies who need it. Steve, welcome.
Correct. Thank you. Thank you, Mark.
There's a lot of talk at this conference and outside the conference of workforce shortages, labor shortages, qualified talent shortages. Are you seeing it? Has this become what would be considered a major issue that needs to be at the top of people's priority lists?
Certainly, we receive that feedback on an ongoing basis from industry, from what we term the end users or the practitioners who use automated equipment, and the manufacturers and suppliers who produce that equipment. They install, upgrade, operate, or maintain it.
Okay. One of the interesting issues is that there is a shortage of IT people, people who have the skills, have the knowledge, but they go to other industries. That supply chain is not their first choice. How do you make it their first choice? How do you improve the, if you want to say, the image of the industry so instead of going to a Google or a Microsoft, they might come to one of your stakeholders?
Okay, and so our initiative is focused on the people who keep the automated systems running. The adoption of automation is increasing double digit in terms of employment demand. And so our focus isn't on the IT side. Our focus is on the people who operate, support, maintain, install, and upgrade the automated systems and equipment. And it's an emerging occupation that pays good wages. So there's the opportunity.
Can you quantify, even in an estimated form, the extent or the magnitude of the shortage?
So at this point, there are approximately 200,000 what we term supply chain technicians in the workforce, and there's a demand over the next 2 years for approximately 61,000 of those, and we were able to gather that information through our survey of 625 firms nationwide.
Okay, so demand is exceeding supply.
Demand's exceeding supply, growing exponentially. Reshoring is having a big impact on that as well. The individuals with those skill sets are being demanded both by manufacturers as well as by companies that are installing automated equipment and systems in the 21st century warehouse.
Okay. Talk about the remedies, the solutions that you guys are working on to alleviate the shortage and create a balance.
So what we have worked on with input from industry is helping to identify the occupation itself. First of all, the Department of Labor doesn't even recognize or have a job classification for what's termed a supply chain technician. So we've helped define that occupation. We've developed, with industry's input, a model program. We're beginning to roll that model program out nationally. We're currently involved with about 40 what we term educational collaborators, or colleges and high schools across the country, in terms of adoption of those materials to begin the training programs to meet this occupational need or demand.
And how many different channels are you reaching out for? It's not just the kids in the classrooms.
No, so the opportunity is with both students in the classrooms as well as retraining adult workers in a new career pathway, incumbent worker, skill upgrade as we term it, which is a worker for a company that wants to get additional skills and then get a better paying job and making his or her life a little bit better. And also we're working on mapping the occupation with the military so that those individuals who are coming out of the service will be able to find employment in today's supply chain.
Okay. Steve, thanks for your time.
Thank you so much.